Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward and today we're back for the Premier League predictions for Game Week 2. Last predictions video, I got 6 out of the 8 results right. I think the only results I got wrong was the Newcastle game and the Southampton game. So yeah, I'm your tipster. If you want to put some bets on, follow this predictions video. To all my new subscribers, I just want to quickly explain what this is. So it is a predictions video, but it's a bit of a twist. It is quick fire. So we have about 30 seconds to talk about each fixture in this weekend's fixture list. And I'll give my thoughts and predictions about what the fixtures are going to be like, who's going to score, what the result's going to be. As this is becoming a weekly series on my channel, guys, can we hit 25 likes? Drop a like right now. If you are new, be sure to subscribe down below. We are on the road to 250 subscribers. I can't believe I'm saying that. Of course, as always, my socials will be down in the description, so follow me up on them. One more thing before we get into this video, I'm going live again tomorrow at 2:45 for Leeds versus Fulham. So like I said last time, if you got any free time, come over, have a little chat with me, and I'll talk about Leeds Fulham. So all you Leeds fans, if you don't have BT Sport, come to this place, okay? It's going to be better than last week. It's going to be bigger than last week. Come join. Without further ado, let's just get into the predictions. So we start this Premier League weekend off at 12:30 for Everton versus West Brom. Everton really impressed me against Spurs, and I said it in my predictions, Everton will win. Dominic Calvert-Lewin was in on the goals, and I said he has to be an important player this season if Everton want to push for something. Whereas West Brom, they hosted Leicester and they lost 3-0. Very disappointing start for Bilic's West Brom side. I do think this will be quite a good game to start the weekend off. I do think West Brom will score, and they'll score first. But then I do think Everton will reply in the first half. They'll go into the break as a draw, but Everton will come out the second half and be dominant. So Everton will come out very strong in the second half and get a few more goals, and I think that'll be 6 points on the board for the Toffees. So my prediction for this game is Everton 3, West Brom 1. Next up, the only 3 o'clock game on that Saturday afternoon, it's Leeds United versus Fulham. Like most people, Leeds really impressed me against Liverpool. I thought the first 5-10 minutes were a bit shaky. Obviously, we gave a penalty away early. But then after that, I thought we held our own and we scored 3 goals at Anfield. Only 3 teams done that last season. On the other hand, Fulham were quite disappointing against Arsenal. I say that, but they started the game off very well. The first 5-10 minutes, they were passing it round. They looked the more dominant side. And once Arsenal got their groove going, you know, Fulham couldn't stop them, and they got battered in the end. As a Leeds fan, the games against Fulham and like West Brom and stuff, these are the games we need to win. So I'm going to back the boys and say Leeds United 2, Fulham 0. Next up, we've got a 5:30 kickoff of Manchester United. They host Crystal Palace. Obviously, this is Man United's first game of the season, but I don't think it's going to be an easy one. Palace held their own against Southampton last week, and I thought they played very good football. But to all you Man United fans, I don't think this will be as easy as you think. You could even go as far as Palace might shock people. Crystal Palace will be defensively deep and then just try and hit Manchester United on the counter-attacks, you know, with like Wilfred Zaha, Eze, or like Jordan Ayew. This could go either way, but I do think Man United have that quality to edge the victory. So I'm going to say Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1. The last game of the Saturday fixtures comes at 8 o'clock at night, where Arsenal host West Ham. I purely think this will be Arsenal domination for the whole 90 minutes. I'm a bit worried about West Ham already. Obviously, they did lose to Newcastle, but it was the chances. They didn't create anything. And I do think this will be a comfortable Arsenal win. I don't see West Ham doing much. But again, it is a London derby, so anything could happen. I think there'll be tackles, there will be stuff like that, but I don't think West Ham have enough to beat Arsenal. So my final prediction for that game, I'm going to say Arsenal 2, West Ham 0, but it could be more. Now we're on to the Sunday games at lunchtime. We have got Southampton. They host Spurs. I think this will be a very close game. They both started the season off with defeat last weekend. Both teams will want to win. I think the signings of Reguilon and Bale to Tottenham is crazy. I'm happy to see Bale back in the Premier League. I have my opinions on if he's a good or bad signing or not, but yeah, it's good to see him back. But I think all that transfer talk of Bale coming back in, which is going to happen, will just give the players something to play for. They want to play for their spot in the side. Obviously, they've got a couple new signings coming. Everyone wants to play. So that's why I do think Spurs will narrowly beat Southampton. So my prediction for that game will be Southampton 1, Spurs 2, but it won't be easy, and Southampton could maybe shock. Next up at 2 o'clock on the Sunday, we've got Newcastle. They play Brighton. I feel like both teams can win, so I'm really struggling to predict this one. This game could go either way, so I've just decided on a draw. Brighton got a very good cup win the other night against Portsmouth, and they were unlucky against Chelsea. Chelsea didn't play brilliant, and I thought Brighton held their own, but in the end they did lose. And Newcastle played very well against a poor West Ham side, but still, they were convincing. So I'm going to say for this game, Newcastle 1, Brighton 1. Next up, we've got the biggest game of game week 2. At 4:30 on the Sunday, we've got Chelsea. They face Liverpool. This is such a hard game to predict. Obviously, they both won their opening games, but none of them were very convincing. Obviously, Chelsea beat a good Brighton side 3-1 and Liverpool beat Leeds 4-3. They both concede goals. I believe Chelsea could really win depending on their lineup. Like, is Ziyech back? Will Thiago Silva play? I want to know the Chelsea lineup before I even predict this. I feel it'll be a very tasty game, and I already feel like it'll be a game of the season contender. So when I look at this fixture, I'm just going to go with what my brain tells me. So I'm going to say Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2. Sorry, Chelsea fans, but it could be anything. I'm not sure. I'm just going to say 2-1 Liverpool for now. And the last game on Sunday is at 7 o'clock, and it's actually on BBC One. It's Leicester. They face Burnley. I thought Leicester played very well against West Brom, and this is Burnley's first game, so maybe their confidence is a bit meh. I think it'll be a typical BBC One game. You know, you get excited that it's free. Everyone can watch it. It's just a bit boring. But I do think Leicester will win. I think a Leicester side are too strong for an inexperienced Burnley side. I say inexperienced, I mean it's their first game of the season. So I'm going to say Leicester 2, Burnley 1. Now we get onto the penultimate fixture of this game week 2. We've got the 6 o'clock game on the Monday evening. We've got Aston Villa. They face Sheffield United. I know I predicted Villa to go down, but now I'm having a bit of a change of heart. I do think Villa will surprise a few. I think they made decent signings of Ollie Watkins, Martinez. You know, they look good. Obviously, they beat Man United in a friendly. You know, they've just had a good cup win. I don't know. I think they could beat Sheffield United. Sheffield United lost last week, and they lost before they even started, really. They were 2-0 down in about 7 minutes. But I do think it'll be a very good game, and a good game for Aston Villa. I think it'll be Aston Villa 2, Sheffield United 1. And the last game of the Premier League, game week 2, we've got a 8:15, Wolves. They host Man City. I think there's a thing of everyone talking about Chelsea. They're pushing for the title. Will Liverpool retain? Man City need to say, hey, we're still here. I think this will be a very good game for the neutral. It'll look good on the eye, but I do think Man City will win. I think it'll be unlucky to Wolves. I think Wolves will have a few chances here and there, but I think Man City will have the quality to beat them. So my final prediction, I'm going to say Wolves 0, Man City 2. So I hope you enjoyed this predictions video. Again, obviously this is a weekly series now, so I hope you are enjoying it. If you are, let's hit 25 likes on this video. Like I said before, I am going live at 2:45 tomorrow, so be there because I'm really excited for the streams. I've got a new mic ready, so it should sound good. And obviously comment your predictions of your team and what you think your result's going to be this weekend. Have I got it right or am I wrong? Tell me in the comments. So that's it, really. Okay, I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been awesome, and yeah, I'll see you later.